Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel CrackZart Turning Problems into Solutions. This is me Priyasha Das, and today in this video we will be taking up the part 3 of the table based DI question. This question has been done in the previous two videos also, this particular table I mean, and the third question which we are going to solve in this one is related to a bit of percentage increase, the concepts which we have been learning so far. So first let's go and read the question, and after completing the question we would be going up and seeing what data do we need here. So question number 3 says, which year registered the maximum percentage increase in the number of graduate students over the previous year during the given period? So the points which we need to focus or note here is, first, that we are going to find out the percentage increase, only increase, not decrease, only increase, that should be maximum. And the next thing was, this data is which data will be considered, the graduate students data will be considered, and the number in which is increasing is over the previous year. So my denominator is going to be the previous year data, and I have to find out, or I have to compare the data of 4 years, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so keeping this much data in mind, we will go back to our table and we will see what do we need over here. Now in our table we see that this is the number of graduates which I am concerned about, and there is an increase in 12 to 13. No, there is no increase, there is a decrease here. So I am not going to consider 12 and 13 at all. Now let's see 13 and 14. 13 and 14, there is an increase. So yes, I can consider 2014 for my calculation. And if I check 14 to 15, there is another increase in 100 students. So I will also consider 2015 for my calculation. But if I go back and check 15 to 16, there is again a decrease. So I will not consider this. So you see, we played a 50-50 game. Now we are just left with two options which can be the right answer, either 2014 or 2015. But while making the comparison, we have to compare the value of 14 over 13 the previous year and 15 over 14 the previous year. So let's start the comparison. The percentage increase is always the difference between the number of graduates divided by the previous year value into 100. So if I move in a very specific manner, I need to first take the value of 2014 as 1100 minus the previous year value, which is 650, divided by the previous year value, which is 650. So if I subtract it, I would be getting the value as, I need you all to solve it on your own, guys. So please make sure that the calculations should be done by all by yourself. 450 divided by 650, which if I reduce, I would be getting 45 by 65. Now, there are two options to do this question. When you are dividing 45 by 65, either you get down to the smallest fraction and then compare it with one of the percentages if you remember the value, otherwise directly solve for it. Like for example, I'll tell you, if I cancel it by 5, then I'll get 9 here, and if I cancel this by 5, I would get 1 and then another 3 here. So 9 by 13. I can't reduce 9 by 13, but at least 9 by 13 would be easier for me to divide and check what would be the value. Let's compare this value. If I compare this value, I would see that this will sum around give me 0.69 something something. So I can round it up to the nearest one if I at all need it, or else I could only leave it at 0.69. The reason I'm asking you to leave it exactly at 0.69 is because I'm going to just compare my data with 2015. If I see the value is going way too less than 0.69 or 69%, why am I even bothered to do the entire calculation? So let's check for 2015. The value of 2015 is 1200, which is compared over 1100, and that is what I get as 100 over 1100. Now 100 over 1100 is a clear cut 1 by 11, and 1 by 11 is 9% or 9.09%, something like that, if you remember the table of percentage. Now you see 69% has no comparison over 9%. So of course we are going to go with our first option, that is 2014, because that is going to give me the maximum percentage increase. Now, the reason I took up this question and I did not solve it completely was because I really wanted you people to understand this fact that sometimes in these questions you have to act smart rather than working hard. You just need to see the values which would be helpful to you. If you see that the comparison is way too different, like if you only compare the fractions also, if I compare the fractions as 9 by 13 and 1 by 11, then it's quite clear that 9 by 13 is more than 50% and 1 by 11 is way too less than 10%. So that means it's an easy comparison. We don't need to waste even 1 minute more or 30 seconds more in doing the calculation and finding out the percentage. So if you agree with me, please like this video, because with this we are going to complete all the 3 questions of this table based DI. This was a previous year CAT paper which I discussed. So if you all found it useful, please go and check out the other parts also, and stay tuned with the channel for more such interesting videos. So until we meet again, please take care and thanks for watching.